What if your cat didn't just randomly end up with you? What if she auditioned you and you passed? Out of all the people she could have lived with, your family, your friends, your neighbors, she somehow locked onto you. She eats because of you, sleeps next to you, watches you cry, watches you scroll, watches you exist. Are you completely sure this was your decision and not hers? And here's the unsettling part. Research suggests that cats pay close attention to how we move, how we sound, how predictable we are, and even what kind of emotional mess we are on the inside. So the real question is not, do you love your cat? The real question is, why did she decide that you are the safest place to build her entire tiny universe? In this video, you'll see 3 hidden reasons your cat chose you, and 3 ways she quietly makes sure you never walk away from that bond. And by the end, you may not be totally sure who actually picked whom. Let's start with something uncomfortable. You think you chose your cat. You picked her at the shelter, or you took her in from the street, or she just showed up. You tell this story all the time. But what if that's just your version? What if, at the same time, she was running her own quiet test on you? Reason 1. Your predictability makes you a safe base. Cats are addicted to predictability. Same feeding spot, same door, same person, same boring routine. In studies on cat-human attachment, many cats behave toward their favorite human the way a child behaves toward a secure parent. They explore more when that person is present, and they show stress when that person disappears. So if you're the one who feeds her at roughly the same time, in roughly the same way, the one who doesn't suddenly start yelling or changing all the rules every week, congratulations, you just ticked the first box on her internal checklist. Safe base. Think about your own life for a second. Maybe you describe yourself as chaotic, messy, unstable. But your cat curls up and falls asleep on you, as if you are the calmest place in the world. Are you as chaotic as you think? Or are you a lot more predictable than you realize, at least to her? Reason 2. You respect her no. Here's something scientists noticed. Cats with secure attachment to their humans are more likely to choose to approach, to stay close, and to seek contact after a brief separation. And you know what these humans tend to have in common? They respect the cat's boundaries. They don't scoop her up every time she walks by. They don't force cuddles when she turns her head away. They let her sniff first, choose the distance, and walk off when she's done. If you are that person in your home, the one who lets her come and go, the one who takes no without drama, you are also the person whose lap she will choose when she finally wants to rest. So who is really in control here? The one chasing the cat around the house, begging for affection? Or the one who sits still and gets chosen because they don't beg? Reason 3. You answer her language better than others do. Studies on cat-owner interaction show that cats don't pick their favorite person just by gender or age. They pick based on how that person responds to their signals. The people who become the chosen ones are usually the ones who adapt to the cat's communication style. They notice the slow blink, the soft approach, the tail angle, and they respond in ways the cat finds rewarding. Maybe you are the one who blinks back when she slowly closes her eyes. Maybe you are the only one who doesn't stomp straight toward her, but angles your body slightly and offers a hand. Maybe when she walks away, you don't chase, you wait, and she comes back. Your cat is watching all of that. She's running a quiet experiment. When I blink, do you blink back? When I lean in, do you soften or tense up? When I retreat, do you respect that or ignore it? The human who answers those questions in the way that feels safest becomes the human she can actually talk to. That's not magic, that's observation and selection. So yes, you picked a cat, but at the very same time, she was picking a kind of human. And apparently, you passed. Now here's the more disturbing part. Once she has chosen you, she doesn't stop. She starts quietly shaping you in return. You chose a cat. Your cat chose a human. And now she's making sure that human doesn't leave. Let's talk about how. Way 1. She rewrites your daily routine. Be honest. Who controls your alarm clock? You can set it on your phone as much as you like. But if she decides breakfast is at 6:12, guess what time you're waking up? Over weeks and months, your cat learns the rhythm of your day and then nudges it. A little earlier feeding, a little louder protest if you're late, waiting by the door when you should be home, walking over your keyboard when you should stop working. You adjust. You go to bed earlier so she won't scream at night. You hurry home because she's waiting. You structure your breaks around when she usually appears for attention. Little by little, your day forms a loop that always includes her. Wake up, feed cat, work with cat nearby, decompress with cat, sleep with cat. Try removing her from that loop for even a day. Your timeline is the same, your tasks are the same, but the day feels wrong, empty, off. Is that just love? Or is that also a carefully maintained dependence? Way 2. She quietly redesigns your home. Look around your house. How many things exist because of the cat? The cleared windowsill so she can watch the world. The scratching post that appeared next to your favorite chair because she chose your chair first. The blanket folded at the end of the bed that you now share with her, on her terms. The doors you now keep open or closed because she prefers it that way. Research on the human-cat bond notes that owners often reorganize space and routines around their cat's paths and preferences. You're not just living with a cat, your home is partially co-designed by your cat. One day you realize this is not simply my apartment with a cat in it. This is our apartment, and half the layout makes more sense from her point of view than from yours. Again, who's really in charge of the blueprint here? Way 3. She ties your emotional state to her presence. Now we go deeper into your brain chemistry. When a cat who feels safe with her human chooses to approach, rub against them, or lie down close, both of their bodies can release more oxytocin, the hormone linked to bonding and stress relief. Over time, your nervous system learns a simple pattern. I feel awful leads to I go to her leads to I feel better. At first, you notice it consciously. I had a bad day, I'm going to go pet the cat. Later, it becomes automatic. You find yourself searching for her with your eyes when your chest tightens, when your stomach drops, when your mind spirals. At that point, she's no longer just a pet. She's your built-in coping mechanism, a living, breathing button labeled, I feel safe again. So when she curls up on you on your worst days, is it only you comforting her? Or is she also maintaining the bond by making sure you can't imagine coping without her? Let's put all of this together, because by now, it almost sounds creepy, like you were selected, conditioned, and integrated. So what's actually going on? What's really behind your cat's choice? First, biology. Studies on attachment show that many cats form a bond with their person that looks a lot like a child's bond with a secure caregiver. They explore more when that person is there. They seek them out when stressed. They relax faster when that person returns. Underneath that behavior are hormones like oxytocin that rise in both species during positive interaction. When she chose you as her safe base, it wasn't just about the food bowl. Her brain and your brain started to wire themselves as a pair, two nervous systems adapting to each other. Second, personality fit. Research suggests that a cat's behavior and welfare often reflect the personality of the person they live with. Calmer, more emotionally stable owners tend to have more relaxed cats. Anxious, highly stressed owners tend to live with more anxious cats. If your cat settles with you more easily than with other people, it might be because your nervous systems match better than hers does with anyone else around her. That's not mystical destiny, but it also isn't random chaos. It's compatibility. So was this whole thing just chance? Or was it an actual fit between two very particular creatures? And third, the bigger picture. Science can explain mechanisms, attachment styles, hormones, learned patterns, personality matches. But if you look at this through the lens of faith, none of that cancels a deeper idea. You were created capable of this bond, and so was she. Your predictability, your way of listening, your nervous system, your need for comfort, all of that met her need for safety, structure, and connection. From one side, it looks like biology. From another, it looks like design. So, why did your cat choose you? Because to her, you are predictable enough to feel safe. Because you respect her no more than most people do. Because you answer her tiny signals in a language she understands. Because your nervous systems found a rhythm that works.
And once she realized that,
She quietly wove herself into your habits, your home, and your heart so tightly that life without her now feels not quite right. Is that manipulation? Is that love? Is it just biology? Or is it something the Creator built into both of you from the very beginning? Maybe the honest answer is yes. If you want to go deeper into what your cat is silently teaching you about your own stress, your own character, and maybe even about how the Creator cares for people through small, furry lives, hit subscribe. Because this video was about why she chose you. Next, we'll talk about what she is slowly turning you into, one slow blink at a time.